Friends, hello, welcome back. It is another episode of our Rebuild a Team and Win a Stanley Cup. So happy Wednesday. This should be out. Oh jeez. It's apparently what comes after St. Louis is Tampa Bay. But as we were saying, Wednesday should be out. Hopefully you guys' day's been going well from there, but we have ourselves quite the challenge today. We have to rebuild the Tampa Bay Lightning. Do we even build the Tampa Bay Lightning? Do you just start simming? You know what I've learned about the Tampa Bay Lightning, though, is that they don't win every single year. So we got to be, I guess, careful here. It should be an easy win for us, but we'll see what we can do. I'm trying to think of a way that we can make this a little bit more of a challenge for us, because I obviously don't think we should be going out there and trading away every single draft pick and every single prospect we have with Tampa Bay. Because of how good they already are, I think we should have to try to work with what they have. So what I'm thinking here is maybe we can only go bottom 6, bottom 2. Bottom 6, bottom 2 is all we can chase after. By that I mean the bottom D pair and bottom 6 forwards are the only thing we're allowed to improve in this build. We'll go with that. We're going to try that. Bottom 6, bottom 2. We'll mix things up for this build. First time we've done something different here. So as always, you guys' opinion is always appreciated. Maybe you guys want to see us do that with more teams. Maybe when it's, I don't know, team status, champion in general, that should be the rule for us. Or playoff contender, that could be another rule. Should have thought about that, like 26 episodes, I guess, right? But we'll be all right. We'll make it work. We'll know for the future. Hopefully we can do something like this again for NHL 21 at some point. But what we're going to look at here today is the Tampa Bay Lightning's contract. I believe they have quite a few steal of deals here. Speaking of which, knowing, Kucherov's getting, what, $9 million, $8 million a year. Where in the heck is the view contracts button? Is this my first day? It's right over there. Right there, pal. Way over there to the right. All right, so they have a whole smacking big old $0.142 million in cap space. So in other words, they don't have any cap space. That's fine. We're going to have ourselves a challenge. I got to sign Sergachev at the end of the year. They got, Shattenkirk on that steel contract. McDonough, Point, Stamkos, Hedman, Kucherov. Who's getting paid a lot that might go? Gord's at a $5 million 83. Johnson, same story. Killorn, buddy, you might be the man. They just got so much depth here. $5 million Palat. Imagine being able to afford all these guys. Like, just stop right here. This team has Gord, Johnson, Killorn, Palat, all at roughly $5 million a year on average. 4 guys. I mean, I imagine we put 4 guys at $5 million a year. Just from guys like that, it's like, man, how do you have cap space for the rest of these guys? But holy cow, somehow they make it work. And again, the no state tax. People bring it up all the time. Guys take cheaper contracts in Tampa. So I guess that's part of the deal there. So I guess if we have to move somebody, man, it is going to be very tough. We might have to work with what we have here. Maybe we fire a coach or something. That might be the way we go. Vasilevsky and McElhinney. McElhinney's getting 1.3 a year. Oh, wow, look at that steal. Speaking of steals, Vasilevsky's on $3.5 million a year, but that is, of course, just for this season. Let's take a look at these lines, though, over here in Tampa. Maybe we can just play Gym of the Year and not even make moves. That'd be kind of cool. So look at this first line here. Kucherov, Stamkos, and Palat. Looking great. Playmaker, sniper. Obviously, we could fix that up. That'd be fantastic. And nobody wants to play on a first line, apparently. That's cool. You love getting those. So it's going to be more of a challenge than I thought. We got a coach that doesn't want anybody to play on a first line. It happens. Do you think you go with, what coach do we have real quick, actually? Now that we're thinking about this, is this a time, and we rarely do it, or we go offensive coaching staff? We have a balanced one right now. And how does he fit with the rest of this team here? Is it Moorer? Take a look here. He is about, he's really good, actually, 69%. So the team likes playing for him. And we've seen that with the ratings. Even though they weren't first line guys, they was still getting that +1 there. A lot of guys on this team enjoy playing for this guy. And it's just not Stamkos, Hedman, or Kucherov, really. Kucherov and Hedman don't mind. It's so weird because you see the roster scheme fit. They fit the scheme. They just don't fit the place where they want to play when it comes to lines. Plot fits pretty well as well. You think it'd be kind of a both, though. You think the better scheme you fit, the better chances are you'd want to play on one specific line. But you don't really see that here. These guys don't have, when it comes to Palat and these guys, none of these guys really have a line they want to play on. They just kind of all over the place here. Kucherov on that first line. Killorn, two-way forward. How does he look? Oh, gee, look. Hello, Patty Maroon. I did not mean to click on. Look at these guys. Look at this second line. These boys are wanting their paychecks. Man, they keep a chemistry everywhere. I love it. Killorn was going to be the guy we walked out the door, but not with that chemistry. You probably can't afford to do it there. They fit so well. Braden Point, on the other hand, does not fit on this team at all, but we already brought it up. We're not trading top 6 guys, so we're just gonna have to make that work with Braden Point there. He's the centerman there though, but you don't want to play anywhere. That is such a Debbie Downer, I guess there. Barclay Goodrow. Ooh, this man plays everywhere, and he's a power forward. You already know where we're going here. How does this, man, we got 4/79 overall though on a different line? That is the question. Killorn, Gord, one of these guys could switch. 2-way playmaker, 2-way. That would put +3 that third line. Killorn wants to play on the third line apparently. Yeah, he does. That's right. That is where Killorn wants to be. So that would help that third line if we move Killorn down there. Now, can we get Goudreau some more to boost up that first line? Yeah, if we move him with Palat, that +3 is that first line. As if Stamkos and Kucherov need it, it would boost up the first line. What if Braden Point goes up there? Nah, that ain't helping it. And I know Kuch wants to play on that first line as well. Gord, nothing there. Ooh, there's what you want to do. -2 on that. So Patty Maroon is another power forward. That's why that line's a +3. I forgot. It's nice to see these guys have a couple of power forwards. Gonna help this team out quite a bit there. Sorelli, Coleman, and Paquette there on the fourth line. Again, I don't know. I don't know if we have too many changes. Maybe we sim up a couple of games. See who's struggling here. One of the few teams oh geez, they're gonna give us, no, they're not. They're giving us a +3. This game's just not wanting us to lose. They're gonna give us a +3 on the first liners too. Love it. Look at McDonough. Look at McDonough. Max chemistry. What do you have to do to get a coach like this? I haven't seen this many guys with the max chemistry across lines in like any franchise we've done so far. Especially the bottom 6 guys. How important or nice that is to have. This guy's maxing it out here. If only Hedman could max it out, that'd be great. Sergachev, this has to be interesting. Sergachev, he fits there, and Shattenkirk, weird. It really is different seeing all these like pretty much even when it comes to the chemistry there. Defensive defenseman and Coburn, he fits in most areas, and so does Rutta, and that's an 80 and 81. That's taking a chance by switching one of these guys off of this line, but I think it would help. It really wouldn't help apparently. Shattenkirk just, he doesn't fit. It doesn't matter what game or what team he's on. His scheme just doesn't fit with people, I guess, and that's what we're seeing again with Shattenkirk here. So we can leave that as is. Maybe if we want to get an offensive defenseman on that third line, we could. How big of a necessity is that though? I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea, to be honest there. I like what we have here. We switched up the lines a little bit. We'll put Goudreau in that first line with Stamkos and Kucherov. Gord, Point, Palat. I imagine the power play units are already set up. Yeah, they look fantastic. They're good luck stopping these guys. You do not need to be on the power play though. Do we put TJ up there? Oh, we'll leave Palat there. Why not? We'll let him play there. Have fun, buddy. You enjoy that power play, sir. Or Kucherov, just a penalty kill? No, power play. Kucherov, Stamkos, Point, Hedman. I think we switch that with... No, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there, and then we'll go penalty kill. That looks fantastic there. Penalty kill 3-man. Again, we'll leave that as is. I like what we're seeing there. Again, the third line, if anything, though, I could use some help in Paquette here, I think. He's pretty good defensively still. 85, 85, 87 there. And then Coleman's solid as well. And so is Sorelli. Sorelli actually might be more of the one to move there. He's got, entry-level deal, though, so that's going to be kind of difficult to move that one there. We might have to work with that if we have to. But 81, 81, and 78. A pretty solid team. They'll have 178 going forward here. It's hard to find a lot of weak spots here on this team. So we'll sim up a couple games, start the season, see how these guys do, and we'll adjust from there. So here we go. Tampa killing it in the preseason as you expect. Undefeated, the season you want to see there. This team's got the chemistry going, or the preseason you want to see there, we should say. It's a good sign, though, because when you go out in preseason and struggle, you're really going to struggle in regular season, because a lot of these teams are throwing backup AHLers at you during the season. But the Lightning starting 2-2, dropping a game to the Ottawa Senators 1-0. Yeah, EA, because the Ottawa Senators are going to shut out the Lightning. Not only are they going to shut out the Lightning, they're going to score one. Well, one goal is pretty respectable. So this is how this game's looking so far. We are 5-5. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's a winning streak. Okay, that was a little bit scary there. 7-6 to start the season. We'll go a little bit further here. Tampa should not be struggling like this. Paul, it's a bad GM. We literally changed what? One thing? Two things. One thing. Two things. I think it was two. We moved 2 guys around. There's the back-to-back dubs against the Buffalo Sabres there. Wanted to see that. Get the wheels churning here. We'll play out the end of November, I guess. We'll stop right around Thanksgiving, I guess. We'll go right here to the 28th. and see what can happen from there. There's a W against the Blues. I want to see this team start reeling off wins. And that's the thing. I'm trying to be patient here a little bit to say, you know what, maybe it's just a slow start and these guys are going to start picking up some wins and things are going to get better. This is a tough division though, so you cannot afford to go out there and be too patient with this team and expect to still make playoffs. But there's a nice, like we said, nice winning streak there. Team lost to the Carolina Hurricanes. That's always a tough one. But at 15-8, back in business here are these Tampa Bay Lightning. So too much shouldn't have to be done here. Tyler Johnson is a point per game player. Is he on the third line? Good for Tyler Johnson. Johnson, the point per game. Kucherov, 9 goals, 15 assists. 24 points out of head. Oh, geez, look at Hedman. Still 17 already to start the season. Stamkos is a -1. What are you doing, Stamkos? I know your defensive awareness is boosted in this game, so you have a high overall. I mean, you might not be the greatest defensive forward, but I know in this game, you are Class A defense because you have to be to get that overall that high in this game. Killorn, 19 points. Gordon, Maroon, Shattenkirk, a -2 as well. Shattenkirk's always a problem. Every time we trade for him, it seems like it too. I'm concerned about that. We have to make it work. We said bottom 6. We can move him to the bottom, or bottom 2. We can move him to the third line and bring in somebody else, buy a third liner, and maybe swap him. I don't know. Blake Coleman's a -4 there. 10 points. We're trying to find Goudreau, right? Goudreau's 11 and a -2 with 22 penalty minutes. So he's taking a lot of penalties there. 17 minutes a night. We're not making him play anything but the, first line though. And again, it helps so much of that power forward. We don't really need to have him on the first line though. We could second line him. Second line might, I don't know if he'd boost that second line though. That would be the question. If we could boost the second line, that could help for him. And then we wouldn't have as much, we'd still have the solid players on the first line and we boost up them second line guys. But points, 22 points right now. So it doesn't seem to matter for point right now. He's playing great, 22 points. Good season there. Again, from a minus standpoint, it is Sergachev struggling. Yeah, the Shattenkirk-Sergachev line. As expected, it is always that line that struggles. It's not always that line. It's always Shattenkirk that struggles. But look at him. No penalties on the season, though. Nice and disciplined. Goudreau's right there behind him on -4. Something to watch as well. As far as the goaltending is concerned, 897 out of McElhinney, 898 out of Vasilevsky. I play better than that, buddy. 898 out of 91 overall. What are we paying you all that? Well, we're not paying you all that money. What are you paying that overall for, I guess? I forgot Paquette is actually at -1, only 7 minutes on ice, though. So he's not playing a lot. He's not penalty killing or nothing. But again, if you want to go small upgrade, he would be an area. But we already brought it up, though. He's on that. I don't know. He's on 1.65 million a year. So he actually might work out for us there. Paquette is at that area right there, but we're gonna try to keep an eye on it. What do we say? -6 and what is it? -6 and -15. We're going with the standings right now. It was -6 and -4, -1. It was -6, yeah, -6 and -2 for Sergachev and Shattenkirk. I'm afraid to swap them around or move them around because of the fact that Shattenkirk is that offensive defenseman. So I want to see if maybe they can make this work here. We'll play maybe another month because I want to give us time here to make a move if we have to pick up. Again, we can't necessarily, I mean, when we're talking a bottom, defenseman, we're still talking like an 81, 82 overall range. So if we have to slide him to the second line, maybe that still happens. But right now, Tampa's playing great. They're playing really good hockey actually here. 4-2 loss to the Capitals. A blowout W against the Senators, and another big win against the Dallas Stars. Florida gonna pick up the big W here. Montreal, yes sir, 24-11. This team is going to go and lose 2 straight games to the Sabres and the Red Wings. I was gonna say this team, they can't lose. They can't lose, they're just too good, but then they go on this losing streak. They're not even at first in the division. The Boston Bruins are still killing it. So to answer the question, we do need to make a move. We got to be able to compete with the Boston Bruins. I think the season's looking great, 27-12, but this ain't a let's make playoffs and be happy type of season. This is we make playoffs, we push through playoffs, and we win a Stanley Cup. So if the depth is needed, the depth is needed. Kucherov up to the 48 points, Hedman 42, 44 for Point, 40 for Stammer, and I can't believe how good of a season Tyler Johnson's having. Good for him. Nearly a point per game. Cord, same story. Killorn's up there. Shattenkirk is up to the +1 now. We just had a really good week though, so there's a month though, so there's a reason everybody is probably getting a plus on a team. Goudreau, 17 points. I don't mind that. I'm still happy with it. Minus or a plus, whatever that is, +9 there. 37 plus for Victor Hedman though. Look at this guy go. He's killing it. -3 for Paquette. Yeah, so Paquette's got to go. Sergachev remains a minus. Was it not? Yeah, well, Sergachev does a minus before, but it's still glaring at me. Glaring at me heavily. I have a feeling the goaltending is a big reason for our success. Yeah, 907 there. We're gonna start with the fourth liner. We're gonna start with a fourth liner, just a guy that can play some defense here, bolster up that bottom six. That's the first thing. No, we don't want to go to the NHL. What are you doing there? Are you lost, pal? Is it your first time doing this kind of video? Must be. -3 there, -2. Sergachev, man. Man. How's the bottom D pair doing there? That's the one thing we did not look at here, is how that bottom D pair is doing. Because I don't like messing with the bottom D pair when they play well. Because that's one thing I noticed. You mess with that bottom D pair, even if you put good guys on it, all of a sudden the wheels start to fall off. They're a +8 and a +2. So it's a great. Fantastic. We made the rule though. No top 4 moving. And Sergachev, and we're just going to have to deal with it. But we are going to try to pick up a fourth liner here. Maybe that'll be our one move. We'll go fourth line and pretty much anything here under, 2 million, of course. All right, so here we go. We're going to sort by the 81 to 83 range here. See if we can find something. We'll go overall. I want to go trade value. We'll go trade value second. So there's Kovalchuk, not the man. I'm pretty sure there. It's not defensive. Lindblom is out there. Lindblom, can you play defense? Pretty solid there. He fits on every forward line. I like Lindblom. Lindblom's nice. Entry-level deal. He probably costs a lot, right? No, he doesn't. And Lindblom's really cheap. So an 82. Second line's his role. We're not really... We'd like to put him where he has top 9 potential. But, chemistry's not a big deal here. Second, two-way forward there. I like Lindblom. Lindblom's nice. What about Golovson's a sniper, so he ain't going to work there. He does fit in the bottom 6, but we don't want a sniper in the bottom 6. LeBlanc, you are not fitting anywhere. Virtanen is expensive. Right now, 1.2 million, so it's not bad. Top 6 forward lines there. Now we're looking for forward line 3 in DeBrusk. Now we're looking for top 6 there, forward line 3. I mean, if we really needed to, though, we could put him on the third line, but it's just, again, a little depth we're looking for here, not a whole lot. At the end of the day, Williams, no. Duclair, no. That is not where we're looking. Is there a player type thing on this screen here? Nah, there might be, but I want to be able to see their contract. Or trade value, I should say. So Brassard's an option. Can he play all forward lines? Yeah, Brassard would be a guy as well. 1.2 million. Not quite as cheap. Face-offs ain't there, but I don't really care. So the defensive awareness, decent there. And that is a center as well. So that would add us a little bit extra, or a little bit more flexibility there than having a winger if we wanted to. 86, 80, 88. He does play a little bit better from a stick checking and defensive awareness standpoint. But again, you just can't pass up on a good center at the same time here. So Brassard +4, 15 minutes a night, 20. He wants to play in that second line, though. That's just not going to happen. Blue Jacket draft pick, 84, 86, 85. I'm looking at that. It's solid. Would like a little bit better, but it could probably work for us. And he's a two-way guy there in Brassard. So we said Brassard, and once again, we'll take a Lindblom one last time here. Two-way guy, 86, 80, 88. It's not much of a difference there, really. So I don't mind that. We'll take a look, though, just in case there might be something else down here. I doubt it, but there could be. I don't see it. We're in the 81 range now. I'd like to see the 82s if we can. Yankrock, how's Yankees doing? Or Yankrock. The sniper, that ain't gonna work for us. I should have known he was a sniper. He's always out there scoring goals when I was waiting for my Ryan Johansson fantasy card upgrade. Johansson finally did get up to that 95, though. Good for Johansson. Got there right before, 10 games left. I'll take that. It's Joan on the team there. We're gonna try Derek Brassard. Yeah, Derek Brassard. Yeah, we're gonna try Derek Brassard. I like the balance better for Derek Brassard. So we'll look at Brassard here. Hopefully, and they're willing to trade him. Perfect. Nice talking to you. I like seeing that. So we'll look at forwards. Again, we have to move Paquette to keep that cap space there, or to stay under the cap. And we don't have as many forwards as I thought there. So there you go. And then we will send, hopefully not a lot. We really don't need a much. I would give up much here. Not that we have much. We have no first-round draft pick. Not that it'd be a good one anyway. We'll go a third here. A Philly third for Brassard and Paquette. That's not going to happen. I ain't even going to read that because it probably said you didn't look at our trade block and needs, and both things are wanted. So we'll go fourth with the Red Wings. Take one more look here. Trade rejected. This should be one of those occasions. Yeah, yep. No, you looked at the trade block, paid off. New York Islanders could start a deal based on what you got. I knew I was going to say that. It's funny. The message has to be right. I'm going to take a look one more time. Yeah. That's a red name. That is a player on the trade block. That's what I thought. Man. I had to take a second look, but that was confirmed. That is exactly what you're looking for, New York, is a couple draft picks, and you're looking to drop a start. I thought for a second maybe I was seeing different colors. Nope, we're good here. 4th round pick for Tampa. Here we go. Trade reject. What is it going to take? To be honest, we're not giving up that much, to be completely frank here. But We'll go another third. We'll go 2/3 and a fourth. And this, or fine with coughing up after. It would seem that our trade block surplus came in handy. It did, yeah. I'm glad you seen what we're seeing here. Perfect. You did all right, but the value you are sending just isn't us. Man, it's so tough dealing with teams. We'll throw on a fourth. What if we're throwing a sixth? Nah, that's not gonna do it. We're throwing a fourth. I don't think the 6th and a 4th are much different in a trade value, though. The meter looks about the same there. So apparently a 4th and a 6th are equivalent and exactly the same. If that's the case, can teams send me all their 4ths? I'll give you all my 6th. That is how we're going to do this one. So actually, no, we can go 4th and a... we can't. We only have one spot left there. Are we really going to throw in another 3rd? I don't really want to. Man, this much for a 4th line player. 3 third-round picks. Sure. We are saving... Are you kidding me? You stop it. You stop it right now. These guys saving up. Oh, baby. Tell us something we didn't know. Here's a 3rd. We're going to give up 4 thirds. Why not? 4 thirds for a 4th liner. That's how you do it. He's not really a 4th liner, though. We keep calling him a 4th liner. Like, he's something better than that on this team. So I do have to understand that. I guess he's a top 6 forward for him. There you go. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool, New York. Saving up the cap here. Here's some ridiculous idea. We're going to retain that much salary for you. That's not going to do it. A little bit more. We're the Tampa Bay Lightning. No cap space. And we're the ones retaining salary here to make this deal happen. Okay. Let's not get doing too far ahead of ourselves here. We'll go back. And we will try for Lindblom instead. I don't know, though. I don't like Lindblom as much. That was our guy. That was our guy, and that's all there was to it there. Where was Lindblom? Right there. Well, I'll throw Lindblom on there. Again, we're not going to have them. Oh, sick. It refreshed it. I thought maybe we would get away with that. We couldn't. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. Be fine. Forwards. And again, we are looking at contracts. Back down to Paquette. Throw on some draft picks. And hopefully this will get the job done. 2 thirds. Gonna be over the... Wow, Philly, you are struggling. You're over the salary cap by doing that? Yeah? I mean, technically, we don't have to move Paquette because he's, they're under the deal. We can move him if we find another player. So we'll look what else we have laying around here where we could keep you guys under the cap and still happen to pick up this player. That's not going to work. Right, we've got to keep Bogosian. That's over the cap as well, if I had to guess for you guys, right? Goudreau, can't move you. I really don't know. We'll just throw on this guy, I guess. I don't know. Gotta get you guys out. Why has everybody got cap issues? What's up with that? Yeah, we're gonna try Bogosian, actually. 1.3. Is that cheaper? Yeah, it is. Okay, perfect. Just enough. Here you go, Philly. Send it. You aren't completely barking up the right tree here. Wrong tree, whatever. I understand. But our other team, we was barking up their tree. And then we overpaid them a lot. And they said, you know what? Go bark up somebody else's tree. So here we are. How's your day been? Here's 2 third-round draft picks for Oscar Lindblom. There we go. Perfect. All right. I like it. Go to roster moves. Yeah, we'll go to roster moves. Make sure this is perfect because I don't want to mess with our lines here. I want to edit lines. Make sure we have the guys in that we want in. It's the AHL that's messed up, right? Yeah, it's the AHL. So I thought the defense we will throw in. Yeah, perfect. You can play first line, right? Yeah, perfect. Oh, we're not done yet. Back to edit lines. Back to edit lines. What is missing here? The extras. Okay. No, it's not the extras. The extra attacker. The extra attacker is a D-man on this team. No wonder we're not doing too hot. We're going to throw on a guy that's scratched because why not? Get the man some playing time if they ever need an extra attacker. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Too many dress games. Yeah, it is. I thought he was going to let me get away with it. It didn't happen. Did not happen. It wasn't having any of it. All right, so we'll go. You can be the extra attacker. Why not? We're good like that, right? Okay, you can do it, EA. Fine. Best lines. Perfect. Now we'll make sure we can change our lines. So I just wanted you to edit their lines. Is one player enough, though? One player enough? I'm worried about that Boston Bruins team and making sure we can out-depth them. That is really what it's coming down here. We're coming down to here. And our scratch player is... There we go. Up at that bottom line. Yes, indeed. He might not even... Yeah, he can play on the bottom line. I mean, he doesn't have to, but Patty Maroon's got that two-way or the power forwardness going on in that third line, helping this line out. And they are doing well, right? Yeah, plus 16, plus 19, plus 13. So they're killing it. So Sorelli's plus 1, plus 3 out of Coleman. And again, now you add Lindblom. Hopefully, I mean, it's a plus 3. Could be better, could be worse. Hopefully that gets the job done here because I think we're going to stick with what we have here on defense, the way this team's been playing this season. It would be nice to get a boost on that second line, but... you can't go wrong with 27 points there, point per game out of point, and then 35 points out of Gord. I mean, that's solid. That's really solid. So we're just going to leave that as is there and hope and pray that that one change is all this team needs here to get to the promised land. 48 points out of Kucherov right now. We'll try to keep that in mind. We'll get to the trade deadline and see where we're at from there. I don't like making those trade deadline moves. They make me nervous every single time. It feels like it always messes with some hidden chemistry that I don't know about. But for now, we are on a losing streak. Good for Tampa. That's usually how it goes after you make a trade. Nice losing streak. As long as we turn it around, start, picking up them dubs again like we did in Minnesota and Winnipeg will be good. Long break there, all-star break. 3-game win streak for these Tampa Bay Lightning. Make it 5. Make it 6. Can we get a 7? Can we get a 7? Nah, gonna drop it to Pittsburgh. Tough team to play there. Finally taking over first place in the division, though. Looking good here. A couple losses. You're allowed to lose to my Blue Jackets, so that's legal, Tampa. I appreciate that. You're used to it, by the way. I swear if we play the Blue Jackets in the first round, I am not going to be a very happy camper for these Tampa Bay Lightning. 73 points out of Kucherov, so a great season there. We'll go from the Lions standpoint here and see how this team's doing. Actually, that's a lie. One thing we did not check out, because, again, we're going to make sure we're crossing off every box here with these Tampa Bay Lightning. We can't mess this up. We gotta see how this team's doing from a special team standpoint. So the 39-18, geez, 3.6 goals per game. That ain't even fair. Just give them the Stanley Cup now. 2.71 goals against. The power plays at 21%, so that's ridiculously good. The penalty kills at 82.5, so it could use, technically a little bit of work if it wanted to. So we can look at some guys on a power play here, or penalty kill, how they're doing. Maybe. Again, we got to try to be perfect here. No messing this team up. Do the best we can. Plus 22, 64 points out of Stammer. Gord up there. Killorn. Hey, there's Shagkirk up to a +5 now. So he's starting to turn around. How's that bottom line doing? -3 out of... He's not playing anymore. Ain't worried about it. Yeah, so the rest of that bottom line's better, though. Lindblom went from, +3 to +4. And the rest of these guys, I don't even see around here anymore. So that's good. That's good to see there that we fixed up that bottom line. Now the next question is, who can we look into fixing up this penalty kill? Again, it's pretty good. 82.5, solid. But we can get close to the 84, 85. That would be very solid. And again, that might be the difference here. Special teams wins championships. McDonough, Hedman, yeah, Shattenkirk does not need to be on a penalty kill. That is the first problem. So we'll take Shattenkirk off. We'll throw a defensive defenseman in. Do we do Rutta or Coburn? Is it Rutta or Rutta? I feel like I say this guy's name wrong for all 29 years of his life here. He's 86, 86, 85 in the defensive awareness there. 86, 88. So it looks like Coburn's the better defensive defenseman there. So we'll put him in there. Change that into current line. Perfect. Him and Sergachev. McDonough and Hedman on that first line. We're not going to change that up. Those guys have been killing it all season. Cirelli and Coleman. Now, Coleman's another interesting one. Is Coleman the guy we want on that first line? Maybe. Johnson's on his second line. Not much of a choice there, I guess. So that's why we're seeing it a little bit. I think Johnson does lack in a couple areas as far as defense is concerned. And Gord's right there with him. Do we need Gord in there? Who can we swap out possibly? We'll see what we got laying around here. All skaters. We're not going to go Stamkos, Point, Kucherov. I just want forwards, actually. Is that not an option? No, not. I just want the forwards. It's not going to happen. Killorn. I like Killorn. Is he in the power play right now? Or penalty kill right now? He might be. I like the way he's been playing. He's playing 13 minutes a night. So he could be a guy there. 86, 80. He's lacking in the area, too. Lindblom, that was the guy we just picked up, 86, 88, 88. That might be where we go, I think, is Lindblom. Because he is playing, the fourth line. He's got plenty of, ain't worrying about his minutes or anything there. Cirelli's already on there. I just wanted to see how he's doing from a standpoint. How's Patty Maroon look, though? Not a shot blocker. We need some shot blockers out here. That might be where we go here. Is Gord Johnson, Cirelli, Coleman. How do we go instead of maybe? Well, we might just change the defense. The one defensive might be the answer here. Who did we say we was going to put here? Was it Lindblom? What positions he play? Left wing. Lindblom. Take a look. 86, 80, and 88 on his stick checking. We'll see how he does from a stat standpoint here, actually. How he's doing on season blocking shots and whatnot. 2 block shots. That is not good. Oh, it's for us. Just us only. Perfect. Okay. So he's got 14 on his season. He's a hitter. 14 on the season, takeaways 44, decent. And then we will look at who is we going to replace him with. Gord. Gord currently sitting at 40 takeaways, 41 giveaways. So he gives the puck away a little bit more, right? 138 hits. He's still a hitter. Doesn't have quite as many takeaways, but, close. Close is still, I guess, important there. So he's not too far away there where we have to say, hey, let's make a big change. 90. Look at Tyler Johnson, 94 takeaways. Excuse me? This man he's having a career year without Kucherov. That's impressive. That's impressive. Good for him. Maybe Cirelli's the man we consider moving here. How does he look? 25 takeaways, 30 giveaways. Yeah, he might actually be the guy. 25 blocks. He's not really killing it from a defensive standpoint. So, you know what? Let's move Cirelli. We'll put in Lindblom. It didn't have to be the first or second unit here. So, Lindblom could be the guy here. Again, we brought it up. He had the better stats defensively, right? Yeah, 44 by lower the giveaways. Not as many, 14 blocks. So that does concern me there. How many blocks did have? That's some good language there for you today. Did Cirelli have? Cirelli had 23. So not a lot more or less. I'm going to go where the giveaways are, though. Giveaways or the takeaways and the hits are in Lindblom, and we'll see if that helps this power play here. Again, or not power play, but penalty kill. And again, I think we're good. I don't think we have any other area that needs to be changed. We're not touching the bottom D pair. And it's the Coleman, Lindblom, and Cirelli show here where they're back up to a positive. That's all I can ask for here, I think. So let's do it. This is it for the Tampa Bay Lightning. 39-18-5. We'll see how they can finish this season and see who they got in the first round of the playoffs, assuming they make it. And what if they just go on a massive 20-game losing streak to end it? There's a W against whatever that team is, the Toronto Maple Leafs, so maybe it's not going to happen. There's another W there. Boston, you got to beat the Bruins. That's going to be the challenge of the playoffs here, is these Boston Bruins. There's no doubt in my mind. Hopefully, maybe the Leafs can upset them. Good joke, right? Maybe. Oh, here's that losing streak we was talking about. This is what we wanted to avoid. This team's dropping games like crazy. But there we go. A couple of wins there. Losing streaks happen. Losing streaks happen. You bounce back. You play good puck going into the end of the season. That's all you can ask for. Again, losing to the Blue Jackets. It happens. I like how the Blue Jackets are on their schedule twice in the last week. And another loss to the Blue Jackets. That's my boys. That's my boys right there. Good for Columbus. They a playoff team? Hopefully. Take a look at the standings here. Is concerned about the stats now, I think. 86 points. We'll take a quick peek, though, just for a good time. 86 points there, 85 for Kucherov. So 3 players, 80 plus. Hedman had 75. Gord, again, what a season. Tyler Johnson did finally cool off. I think we expected that, though. 52 plus. 52, 40. That's crazy numbers. Minus 12 for Sir. Jesus. There it is. Again, when the problems come, it is Sergachev and Shattenkirk. It's so difficult. Oh, man. The way, how do you really make the change, though? Going into playoffs? I had a feeling they'd be the issue, and it was. The goaltending probably slipped up a little bit as well. Yeah, back down to a 909. He was 907, I think, before. But, man, it's quite the predicament. Again, can't break the rules. Got to keep those guys on a set. We don't have to keep them on a second line. We can't really pick anybody up now anyway. 107 points. So, is that a President's winning season? I don't think it was. Yeah, it was. I got the little P, right? That's a little P. No, that's not the P. That's the... Who had the President? We'll take a look here in a second. 3.6 goals for. Again, the goals against was kind of high. It really wasn't. We know why. But it wasn't... compared to the rest of the league, though, it wasn't too bad. 2.76 led the division. 8 or 19% on the power play, and yeah, the penalty kill did go up a little bit slightly, so I like seeing that there. Even if it is only a slight improvement, it is indeed an improvement, and you kind of expected that with the Shattenkirk and whatever his face is, Sergachev line there. I can't think it's a good idea to move an 81 up to the second line, so I think I'm struggling here, EA. Shattenkirk, Sergachev. Either one on the bottom line. I'd prefer it would be, honestly, Shattenkirk. I think Shattenkirk's the man to go down here, and that could work. It would +1 Coburn. How's Coburn doing to end this? Perfect. It's going to show us his playoffs. I love when it does that. It's my favorite. See if we can get a season total here. He ended a season on +18. Wow. But you gotta consider what's going to be best here. These guys did have their hot spell, but when the team struggled, it was due to those guys. Late season change, Shattenkirk to the third line, it's going to happen. Penguins ended up winning the Presidents. Winnipeg right behind him. Philly, Colorado. How did Carolina do? That's who we got here in the first round. Colorado's the 9th best team in the league. 95 points, 44 and 31. So a good season at Carolina once again there. But hopefully their season does end short against these Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round. Here we go, though. Carolina in the first round. 2 games out of the way early. There's a big fat W. 2 in a row. Low scoring games. Love seeing it. That's what we wanted to see. Switching things up there on defense was keeping these games low scoring throughout. There's 4-3. A little bit high scoring there, but a chance to sweep these Carolina Hurricanes in just 4 games. And Tampa is going to do it, allowing 3, 2, 1, and 0 goals in those games. So again, important to see that defense change things up a little or improve things there for us. So I like seeing that there. Into the second round we go. It is the Boston Bruins. We knew this would be our biggest competitor going through the playoffs. Boston 1-7 in the first round, it looks like here. Do they ride that momentum going into the second round? So far, not so much. 6-2 Tampa winning game number 1. Game number 2, 3-0 shutout. Boys playing well. Going back to Boston. Still one in Boston here. Could be easy sailing. There's a big heartbreaking loss for the Boston Bruins by 4. Tampa for the sweep. Not going to happen. Tampa down or up 3-1. Going to drop that one 5-4. Headed back home, though. Chance to take the series here, and they will. Tampa heading to the conference finals against the Philadelphia Flyers. They are down 1-0 after the first game, home game. You got to win that one there. It is Philly. It is Tampa. Philly gonna drop the second game to Tampa. Series is split. Heading back home for them Flyers. Can we steal one in Philly? That is gonna be key. Losing game number 3, 3-2. Game 4 in Philly. Don't care about the ratings. It's a loss, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are on the fences and about to lose to the Philadelphia Flyers. You gotta beat Philly. They're a solid team, in all honesty. And if Carter Hart can carry this team, they're really good. Goss to spare, another player, really good. Gonna drop one on Vasilevsky there. We're going to the third. It is a 2-1 game. Point in Niskanen. Tampa's got to score here. They've got nothing else here. They don't score here, and this one's over. Power play Lightning. Are they going to get something from it? The answer is... that's a long power play. No. Carter Hart slamming the door on Killorn, on Kucherov, and on Johnson. Tampa's going to keep fighting here, though. It is 2-1 Philadelphia. Let's get this going. Let's get this going, Philly. Or Tampa. There it is. There's the goal. Cooch Daddy, baby. Outside the circles. It's a 2-2 game. Tampa right back in this one here. Can they get another one? No, that's the big question. Tampa 2, Philly 2. This one looks poised to go to overtime. Continuous. No reason to be careful, though, right? Might as well just put them on if you can. Carter out with a big save on Blake Coleman. But here we go. We will be going to the... whatever you call this, the overtime period. Boston, Philly, oh geez, Boston, Tampa and Philly. Philly was on the power play, but killed it off early. Vasilevsky is keeping this team in it right now. And there it is. There it is, the game's over. And it's Philadelphia. Unreal. Jakub Voracek on Vasilevsky, and the Tampa Bay Lightning are gonna fall in the conference finals. And again, they can't get over that hump. We failed these Tampa Bay Lightning. We thought we had a really good team, and we just lost to the Philadelphia Flyers in 5 games. But you know what? If you questioned the sim engine, at least, at least you feel better about it when you see that the Chicago Blackhawks won the Stanley Cup. Over in the trophy department, Ovi, Ross, Crosby, Memorial, Norris going to Hedman. Of course it did. We got such a great season there. Conn Smythe going to, that guy, Patrick Kane. Hellebuck getting a Vezina. So no Vezina over here for us. The Jack Adams, Ryan O'Reilly getting a Selke, and Lindsay going to Crosby, the Marisa Shard going to Ovechkin. But that shall do this video. As always, if you guys enjoyed it, a big thumbs up, subscribe, appreciate it, never required. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.